What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking Springbok captain Siya Kolisi and the possible moving over to the Sharks. Sharks have obviously been in the news quite a bit for the MVM investment, which is going to bring millions to the Sharks, which is going to increase the opportunity for them to invest, grow, develop, bring in more blood, keep more blood within the squad, and really transform the Sharks into something special as we approach the Rainbow Cup and all the other tournaments going ahead for this team. The investment is huge for South African rugby as it brings an opportunity and financial relief to these guys. And obviously Siya Kolisi's got a connection to one of the guys, as he was a link to help Siya Kolisi get to Grey High School in Port Elizabeth, which helped develop his career and grow him into the Eastern Province Stormers as well as the Springboks. So there's a big link there, and obviously with them linked to MVM Holdings, now there's more talk of Siya going around. And Rock Nation signing on for the Sharks. Also, Rock Nation's one of the sports marketing agencies for Siya Kolisi. So now it's pretty much going to be a done deal. But Western Province has thrown a curveball and said we will not release Siya Kolisi unless they pay 1 million rand. The Sharks CEO has stated that that's pretty much ridiculous and won't be paying that money, and will wait for Siya Kolisi to be a free agent. So he might not play in the Franchise Cup, or he might not play at the start of the Rainbow Cup, but it's pretty much likely that we're going to see Siya Kolisi leave the Stormers and Western Province and head over to the Sharks, possibly in October, when his contract with the Western Province and the Stormers ends, and he therefore becomes a free agent. There are mixed emotions about this, because are you playing for money? What's the move? Losing your loyalty to Western Province and Stormers, all that stuff. To be honest, it happens all over the world. So many guys have been around and have left for better deals. Right now, Siya Kolisi for me is still showing his loyalty to South Africa, but sticking in South Africa. You know, he could have taken the overseas deals. We've known he's been offered quite a lot, but he's decided to stay in South Africa. And to be honest, he's been loyal to Western Province. I think he started with the Stormers in 2010. That's 11 solid years of loyalty to a franchise, which is not often heard of, because you see guys move around. And now he's moving over to the Sharks, where he's going to probably start a new journey and end his journey with the Sharks, as obviously age creeps in. When I say end his journey, I mean South African journey, because he'll probably go overseas just to earn a few more bucks. So it's going to be an interesting few weeks, because they're saying that the decision will be made officially as to what will happen in the upcoming days, of whether either Western Province drop their high expensive fee of 1 million, or they just wait until October and they let Siya Kolisi go freely. What will happen then is it will be contract negotiations with Siya Kolisi himself. Already they're saying that in Siya's current contract to be paid out, the Western Province are ridiculously over the amount. But obviously Western Province are not in a great financial situation, as the board are causing chaos, as there's so much drama within Western Province rugby right now. They are kind of desperate for money and would probably say you kind of need to pay the million. But because of greed, you're going to now lose an opportunity to probably get even more money, because Siya Kolisi will be a free agent by the end of October. And to be honest, Siya doesn't really need to run to the Sharks right now. The investment's done, the people have moved over, so why rush? If all things go well, we've got the international tournaments coming up. British and Irish Lions in June, July, Rugby Championship. He will probably only play for Western Province, for the Sharks, late next year, late in the year, towards the end of the year, or early next year. So there's no real rush. He'll still play for Province, and trust me, Western Province aren't just going to throw him aside in the next few months just because he signed a deal with the Sharks, or plans to sign a deal with the Sharks. So for me, Western Province could have been a little bit smarter here and gone with the exact payout amount that I'm sure maybe the Sharks would have been willing to pay, and then could have given him the opportunity for them to get some pocket money, which they desperately need, and to obviously sort out, and then Siya Kolisi can make his decision. Whereas now we have to wait and see what the heck's going on. So the Franchise Cup is scheduled to start, I think, in March, which will consist of obviously the 5 teams that are going over to, or the 4 teams that are going over to the Super Rugby camp, or the Rainbow Cup campaign, and they'll get an opportunity to get some game time before this Rainbow Cup, where we join the Pro 14 teams, which is excitingly going to be an awesome opportunity for them to wait, or to see how we can do it. But the question is, as we wait, will it even happen? Because of COVID-19, the regulations, etc., etc. But fingers crossed, we will see that tournament begin. But whether that happens or not, Franchise Cup will begin. They say Siya won't be available for the first 2 games, as they reckon he'll already be in Durban to discuss contracts, to discuss what's going on and all that stuff. But he's only ending in October, so I don't see him leaving Western Province anytime soon, and I also don't see them throwing him over, as I mentioned. So obviously, since captaining the Rugby World Cup winning team, Siya's become one of the biggest international sports stars and recognizable figures. So everyone wants him right now, and obviously his value is high. Is he worth 1 million? Sheepers, not quite sure. Don't think so just yet. But he's definitely worth money. But because of greed, Province now lose out, and Sharks gain at a cheaper cost. We'll see what Siya thinks he's worth towards the end of the month as they go through contract negotiations. But as far as I'm concerned, Siya's heading to the Sharks, whether people like it or not. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.